expanding brackets part 1. So when we talk about expanding brackets, what we're talking about is multiplying out what is in the bracket, multiplying everything within the bracket by the thing that's outside the brackets. So first step, we do 3 and we multiply it by the first term of the brackets. So 3 multiplied by x gives us 3x. We then do 3 multiplied by the second term, which is plus 2. 3 multiplied by plus 2 gives us plus 6. Okay, so now let's look at an example that's slightly more difficult. So let's have 5x minus 3. Okay, so pause the video, have a go at that one for yourself. So first thing we do is 5 multiplied by x, which gives us 5x. And then we do 5 and we multiply it by the second term, which in this case is minus 3. 5 times minus 3, 1 positive, 1 negative, gives us a negative answer. Okay, now again, once I've written this one out, try it out for yourself. Minus 4 multiplied by x, minus 4x, minus 4 multiplied by plus 5. 1 negative, 1 positive, gives us a negative answer. Minus 20. Okay, let's go minus 3, 2x minus 4. Right, we've made things a little bit more difficult here. So, minus 3, lots of 2x, so it's a minus and a positive, so it's going to give us a negative answer. 3 lots of 2x, 3 times 2 times x is 6x. We then do minus 3 multiplied by minus 4. A minus multiplied by a minus, they both have the same sign, so that gives us a positive answer. 3 times 4 gives us 12. Okay, a couple for me to write down that you're going to have a go at. So let's do a mix. We'll do 3 times 2x minus 4. Okay, so pause the video here and have a go at those. So the answers, 3 times 2x gives us 6x. 3 times minus 4 gives minus 12. 4 times 3 gives 12. 4 times plus 5x gives plus 20x. Minus 5 times x minus 5x. Minus 5 times plus 4 minus 20. Minus 3 times 4x minus 12x minus 3 times minus 1 is plus 3. Okay, now we're going to look at when the term on the front is a bit more complicated. So, okay, so what about if we had so the other rules are still going to apply. So we take the thing on the front and we multiply it by the first term. 3x multiplied by 2x. Well, 3 times 2 gives us 6. What about x multiplied by x? Well, if we've got x times by itself, we get x squared. Then we're going to do 3x multiplied by minus 1 positive and a negative, so we're going to get a negative answer. And it's 1 times 3x, so minus 3x. Okay, for you to have a go at. Okay, pause the video, have a go at those. Right, 4x multiplied by x, 4x squared. 4x by plus 5, 4 times 5 is 20, both positive, and 5 lots of 4x is 20x. Minus 3x multiplied by x, well, one's negative, one's positive, so it's going to be negative 3x times x, 3x squared. Minus 3x multiplied by minus 2, well, they're both negative, they both have the same sign, so our answer is going to be positive. 3 times 2 is 6, and we've got also multiplying that by x. And this last one here, minus 2x multiplied by 3, one positive, one negative, so negative answer, 3 lots of 2x, 6x. Then minus 2x multiplied by minus 3x, both negative, both got the same sign, so positive. X times x is x squared, and 2 times 3 is 6, so 6x squared. Okay, now we're going to look at the one that catches everyone out. So I'm going to write it out, you're going to have a go at it, and see if you fall for the trick. So we're going to do 4 plus 3 lots of x minus 2. Okay, so pause the video and have a go at that. Okay, so if the first thing you did was said, okay, well, 4 plus 3 there, so we're going to get 7 lots of x minus 2, then you have made a mistake. You have fallen for the trick, because if we had a little magnifying glass in here, then we'd actually see that there's a multiplication sign, because you effectively multiply what's on the front of the bracket by everything inside it. Okay, so that's multiplication, which comes before addition. So we do not start by adding those together, we start by doing the multiplication. So we keep the 4 at the front, and then we just expand the bracket in the normal way. 3 times x gives us 3x. 3 times minus 2 gives us minus 6. And then what we need to do is simplify. So the only x's we've got is 3x, and then we've got 4, and we take away 6 from that. So 4 minus 6 gives us minus 2. Okay, some for you to have a go at. Okay, so pause the video, have a go at those. Okay, let's have a go through. So, remember we keep the number on the front, so we do 5 times 2x, positive 10x, and then 5 times 1, plus 5, simplify that, 10x, plus 8. Here, we keep the 2x at the front to start with, 4x multiplied by x gives us 4x squared. 4x multiplied by minus 1, 1 positive, 1 negative, minus 1 lot of 4x, minus 4x. We then simplify. The only x squareds is 4x squared. 2x minus 4x. We started with 2 and then we take away 4, so we get to minus 2. And then 10 plus 3 lots of 4x is 12x, and 3 lots of 2 is 6. Combine that all together, the only x is a 12x, and then we've got 16. Okay, so in this case here we've got a number and we're taking away a bracket from it. And this is another one where if we zoomed in, I much kind of thought about what we had here. Effectively, we've got one lot of that bracket, so we're subtracting one lot of the bracket. So then we just treat it in the normal way, but it's like it's got -1 on the front. So 5 minus 1 times x is minus x. Minus 1 times +3 gives -3. We then collect terms which are similar, so our numbers, 5 minus 3 is 2, and minus x stays as minus x. A few for you to have a go at. Okay, pause the video, attempt those. Okay, so we're going to put these ones in the front here to help. So one lot of 2x, multiply that first one. 1 times 2x is 2x. And 1 times -4 gives -4. So we've got 2x, and then we've got 2 minus 4 is -2. Okay, and this one we need to be careful. So 5 and -1 times 6x is -6x. We've then got -1 multiplied by -1. They're both negative, so it's going to be positive, and 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so the interesting thing there is that it gives us a positive. We then simplify. 5 plus 1 is 6 for the numbers, and then -6x.